What's up, y'all? I'm out here at the range, as you can see back behind me. Been out here all day having a lot of fun doing some testing out here. Absolutely fantastic weather other than some crazy strong breezes here and there, but it hadn't stopped me from getting some really good stuff done, and this one right here should be a very interesting 45 ACP test. So as you can see, the jelly contraption set up and way down, ready to roll here. Got the chrono and 2 blocks of gel. Now I've done a couple of tests in this far end. I'll leave some links up above if y'all hadn't seen those, but this one up here is completely clear. We might sneak into this second one a little bit, but I think we got plenty of room if we do. Now, as you can also see, heavy clothing barrier standard as always, with the layer of denim, fleece, and 2 layers of the cotton t-shirt material. So what we got here again is some 45 ACP, and it's the Remington Golden Saber bonded. Now, I've tested these Golden Sabers in the bonded and the non-bonded versions in a couple of different calibers and weights. They all seem to do really well as far as what I can remember. Now, the bonded is definitely a better round in my opinion from what I've done. It doesn't separate. That jacket separates really easily on the non-bonded version, so that's definitely a plus on this one. So we got the heavy boys here, the 230 grainer. I've actually never tested these, so it'll be interesting to see what these do. Nice nickel plated case with the Golden Saber projectile. Now, this box doesn't have any kind of velocity at all, so I'm really not sure what to expect out of these, but we're gonna give them a couple different chances to do what they need to do out here. We got the Rock Island Armory 5-inch 1911, and then we got the Taurus Commander with the 4 1/4-inch barrel. Now, I'm planning on doing another test right after this one with a shorter barrel, so if you're looking for a shorter barrel performance test, don't fret, that one will be coming up right after this one. But hopefully these heavy boys will put on a good show out here. Let me get it set up and let's check them out. All right, let's get some speeds on these things, y'all. I'm gonna do a 5-round average from each barrel length. We're gonna start with the 4 1/4-inch Taurus Commander first. You're gonna see the muzzle velocity is a big number, and then you'll see smaller ones on the bottom for 3 yards, 7 yards, 10 yards, 25, and 50, I believe is what I've got it set for. But anyway, let's get the speeds on these things and see what we're working with. Like I say, the box didn't give us nothing at all, so this is going in blind here. Got 817, 810, 834, 764, and 790. So we had a couple drop off there at the end, and like I said, you can see those numbers on the bottom there now going out to 50. So let's check this average. All right, so our 5-round average from this 4 1/4 was 803 feet per second, extreme spread of 69, and a standard deviation of 26.6. So let me reset it and let's check out that full size 5-inch. All right, let's see if I can keep from getting blown away and see if this Rock Island can speed them up a little bit for us. Do 5 rounds on this one also. Got 812, 839, 860, 819, and 874. So both of these barrel lengths seem pretty inconsistent, and I did notice, and even in this one, I don't know how well y'all gonna be able to see, there's a lot of unburnt powder here in the chamber in this one and in that Taurus, but let's check the average. All right, so that time our average was 841, extreme spread of 62, and a standard deviation of 26.1. And if you remember from that 4 1/4, it was 803. So you're talking about what, 38 feet per second faster from the 5-inch. 38 feet per second, that's not quite 5%, but at those low speeds out of both of these, I guess you could consider that significant. I don't know, I'm not having the best hopes for these things after seeing these low speeds, but maybe they've got them designed right. Let me reset this stuff and y'all know what time it is. All right, y'all, it's sluggish saber jelly time. I'm gonna put 1 round from each barrel into the gel. We're gonna start with this 4 1/4-inch first. Like I said, I really don't know about these things after seeing these speeds, but hopefully they'll surprise me. A lot of 45 ACP can get there with the lower speeds, but we'll see if this is one of them. All right, that should have been good to go. We got an 808 reading. I'm loving that we're getting the jelly readings now. I'm gonna tell you what, those UV strips out there, anybody with these chronos, the optical style like this, who's having issues, that right there was one of the best investments I've made for sure. All right, y'all, the addition of the IR light there was about the only good thing that happened on that one. As you can probably see, I had to back it back on up because that thing went the distance. It didn't do nothing but just truck on through that gel. So let's see if this 5-inch will do anything for it. I don't think this is going to do anything either, though. Hopefully this thing stays in the gel and don't pop out the side. Let's see what we get here. All right, that should have been perfect. I saw a little smoke coming from somewhere. Let me see what we got. All right, y'all, let's check these things out down here. As you can probably already tell, we got a big old fat double failure down here out of these things. And it's pretty surprising now. After I saw the chrono, it's not really surprising, but before I tested these, this is pretty surprising. I would have expected good results out of these just based on what I've tested in the past in Golden Saber. I know I've tested the 185 45. Well, I know for a fact I have because I actually was going to test that against this on my next test with the shorter barrel, but I'm not even going to do that test now because I need to get another 185 because it's pointless to run this 230 out of that shorter officer length barrel. It's just not going to do anything. So anyway, what we got here, like I say, is double fail. On the bottom down here, that was the one out of the Commander. As you can see, nothing going on, straight line disruption. It tumbled somewhere along the way. Could have been up here, could have been down here, but there's your projectile sitting backwards and absolutely no expansion from it. And so then I tried to help it with a little more speed. The one on top in the back there, that's the Rock Island 5-inch. Same exact story. It looks absolutely identical. A little bit of disruption carries on through that entire first block. Now this one is sitting down here. It's facing forward, so I don't know if it tumbled. You can probably see it back there behind that. I'll pick you up and show you. I don't know if it tumbled and tumbled back around, but just looking at this wound track, I'd say it didn't tumble. This right here is probably where this 45 or the 1 out to 4 1/4 tumbled at the end of its travel. So as far as the penetration on it, I think it goes without saying, you definitely got over penetration here. The forward momentum on this thing is out here at 26.5 inches. That's actually the one from the Rock Island. And then the first one from the Taurus Commander is out here at 24.5. So 24.5 and 26.5 inches of penetration. Now here's an overhead view. As you can see, basically the same thing. The one on the bottom from this view is going to be the Commander. You can see right there, I'm sure, is where it tumbled. And there's your projectile sitting backwards. And then back up on the top, followed that into the second block. There's the one out of Rock Island. It's forwards, and again, no expansion at all. All right, let's check out these projectiles, y'all. Pretty much nothing to see here. I mean, they are absolutely, completely intact. You can see none of the little skives even tried to start spreading open at all. This one right here is just packed full of that cloth. This was the one from the Commander 4 1/4 inch. This was the 5-inch. So, I mean, what else can you say? These things look like they're ready to be run through a resizer and loaded back up. But let's get a few measurements on them anyway, since we've come this far. So this one here out to Rock Island, they both started at 230. This one is 229.4, so no loss, obviously. This one here out to 4 1/4 is 229.6, so no loss from either one of them. I mean, there's barely any scrapage on these things. They look like you could, like I said, they're ready to be loaded back up. All right, as far as the sizes on them, I pulled the cloth out of this one so I could get some measurements. We'll just get the bases and the length. This one here is 450 with a length of 648, and then this one here is 451 with a length of 646. So there you have it, y'all, the Remington Golden Saber bonded in 230 grain 45 ACP. All I can say about these is I'm glad I only got 2 boxes of them, because they had an absolute huge pile of these things in there, and just based again on past performance, I thought they would do pretty good. Now that I'm looking at it, you can actually see that one. You can see it's got a bigger opening, so it did kind of press itself out a little bit, but still, that means absolutely nothing. It's still absolutely terrible performance, and like I said, I'm just glad I've only got 2 boxes of these things. All right, y'all, I'm gonna call it right there for what turned out to be a pretty pathetic 45 ACP test. Really ain't nothing left to say about these things, just absolutely 100% terrible performance right here. Now, they're 45 ACP, so yeah, they've still got a 45 size hole, they don't shrink, blah, 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 but it's a expanding hollow point round, y'all. This ain't what's supposed to happen with an expanding hollow point round. Like I said, this is really surprising too, because I know I've seen some really good performance from Golden Sabers in 45 ACP and some other calibers that I've tested. It's no wonder these things were traded in. Somebody might have got a hold of one and done a test on them and got rid of these things as fast as they could. But let me know what y'all think about what these things did out here today. Do some of y'all out there actually carry these Golden Saber bonded in 230, 45 ACP, 185, or some other caliber? If you do carry these exact 230 grainers, did what you see out here today change your mind? Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you reach down and hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for a whole lot more, and make sure you get them notifications turned on so you don't miss anything when I upload it. If you're doing some shopping, check out the affiliate links I got in the video description. If you shop through Amazon, hit up that storefront link. You go right through Amazon just like normal after that, and anything you buy anywhere on the site, I get a kickback from them towards the channel. Same with those axle links. If you're looking for some really nice ear pro, hit up those links down there and you can save a pile of money instead of going straight through their site. Like always, I appreciate all my Range Gang members and every single one of y'all out there for supporting the channel. Like I was saying, I had another 45 ACP test planned with this same ammo, but I do have a backup plan, so I'm gonna do one more test before I head out. Tons of really good stuff headed y'all's way, so be on the lookout. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you soon.